Hello everyone, today we are going to take up Michael Chaplin's explorations into the Caribbean islands. The essay titled Caribbean Petroglyphs is based on his personal travel experience to the St. Vincent and Grenada situated in the Caribbean islands. He recalls Thomas Huckerby's revelation to the world about the rock carvings which he had discovered through his intrepid explorations of the Caribbean islands. So, what do we understand by the term petroglyph? The word petroglyph originated from the Greek word petros, meaning stone, and glyphon, meaning to cave. It is regarded as one of the oldest art forms dating back approximately to the Neolithic age. These rock carvings are mostly images or pictures engraved on the surface of the rocks. Thomas Huckerby was an archaeological surveyor, anthropologist, and British missionary. He documented several prehistoric Amerindian rock carving in the St. Vincent and Grenada on the Caribbean islands. He collected various artifacts which are now displayed at the Museum of the Hay Foundation in New York. His most assorted collection included 61 glass plate negatives of views of the Caribbean petroglyphs. Michael Chaplin, the author of this essay, is an anthropologist and explorer who was influenced by Huckerby's discovery and decided to return to the Caribbean islands to investigate those elusive petroglyphs. He narrates his Caribbean quest to the Huckerby Trail through this essay. In 1914, Thomas Huckerby had published an article in American Anthropologist titled Petroglyphs of St. Vincent, British West Indies, and revealed the existence of St. Vincent petroglyphs to the world. In this article, Huckerby had stated that throughout the West Indies archipelago, there is nothing of greater archaeological importance than the St. Vincent petroglyphs. Michael Chaplin's first expedition took him to Yambo Pass, where he had availed the local transportation to reach the destination. The rainy season and the Yambo River hindered his attempts to figure out the exact location of the petroglyphs. His only clue was the description provided by Huckerby, where it was mentioned that the petroglyphs stand in the middle of a pasture which dotted with large volcanic boulders. After deboarding from the bus, he befriended Brendan, a banana farmer, who immediately recognized the photo which Chaplin had showed to him, and he referred to it as the Carib Stone. On reaching the spot, Chaplin noticed 9 eerie-looking figures carved into the rock. All those figures engraved on the rock surface were anthropomorphic, which also included a figure with plaited hair. Chaplin also spotted 2 figures with rabbit ears. Dr. Earl Kirby, the director of St. Vincent National Trust, interpreted it as supernatural wading. Chaplin observed and concluded that colors made from plants and soil pigments were used. Here I would like to bring to your notice that even today in India, the Gond artist and many more make use of colors which are extracted from natural ingredients. The basic techniques used by the rock artist were percussion, pecking, grinding, incision, modeling, and sanding. The outlines of petroglyphs vary from some millimeters to some centimeters in terms of depth and width. One can also see shamanic rituals portrayed in these petroglyphs. Shamanic stone carving artisans illustrated magical side of life through these artifacts. Now, coming to the dating of petroglyphs. It is very challenging to say exactly when these petroglyphs were made. Dating the petroglyphs is problematic because there are no direct methods. Hence, most of the researchers tend to associate petroglyphs with nearby dated archaeological sites. Dr. Irving Rousseau of Yale University, who is regarded as the founding father of Caribbean petroglyphs, remarked that the petroglyphs depicting wedding scenes, shamanic rituals seemed to be the recent ones, since they illustrate more complex arena of existence in comparison to the simple rock arts outlining earless round faces and vertical noses. The existence of the mixed style petroglyphs are also discernible, and the general assumption is that different people at different point of time might have carved on the same rock surface. Kirby and Rousseau have opined that most Caribbean petroglyphs have been made by potters who lived during the 600 AD. Kirby and Rousseau have opined that most Caribbean petroglyphs have been made by potters in the post 600 AD. These artisans had utilized the environment to visualize and communicate with their otherworld deities. Most of such petroglyphs were carved where the magical spirits were thought to have lived. For example, caves, remote mountain rock faces, boulders, along the long river banks and coastal areas. Now, explaining the petroglyphs. There is no firm interpretation system to tell what these petroglyphs signify. However, it has been deduced that they replicate the common rituals and social practices of those people who had engraved them. They exhibit caricaturesque exaggeration of features, for example, zoomorphizing of human elements and anthropomorphizing of animal elements. The denotative meaning of zoomorphism is assigning a person, event, or deity with animalistic characteristics. Anthropomorphism refers to ascribing human qualities to other objects, animals, and inhuman creatures in order to give an insight into their functions. However, in many other places, they exemplify drug-induced shamanic rock art. Now, coming to the functions of petroglyphs. What do they signify? What are their importance? In its nascent state, petroglyphs are boundary markers for food resources and pilgrimage sites. Garrick Mallory, the founding investigator of North American prehistoric rock art, propounded in the 10th annual report of the Bureau of American Ethnology 1888-89 that the American pictographs are not mere curiosities. They represent the only intellectual remains of the ancient inhabitants. They also bear witness to the evolution of the human mind. Now, coming to the analysis of petroglyphs. There are various ways involved to understand these elusive petroglyphs. The direction of the rock face, the physical features of the rock surface, and even the time of the year and the time of the day when you are looking into it are all taken into account while trying to interpret or analyze these petroglyphs. Researchers have stated that petroglyphs should be studied for few days at a stretch, in all degrees of sunlight, even seasonally. During the rainy season, they might give a totally different impression. They have also suggested that one should look for prehistoric animation, to look around and observe how each figure interacts with the others and try to interpret the layers of meaning they convey. Dr. Kirby had remarked that this weathered fresco of elongated figures which were found near the village of Petit Bordel, they represent spirit ancestors wrapped in their burial hammocks, and most of them were made by the pottery makers. While Huckabee speculated the shallowed incised figures were first outlined with sharp stones and then finished by rubbing wet sand. Finally, when Michael Chaplin reached Petit Bordel, he noticed figures which were not there in Huckabee's photo which he was carrying. He concluded the essay with the remark that old gods waiting for new believers. He also recalls that Sir Arthur Conan Doyle had once commented that the big blank spaces in the map are all being filled up. However, Chaplin takes forward that assessment and concludes saying that the Caribbean petroglyphs are still significant blank spaces which are waiting to be explored, and these hollowed stone carvings will always captivate the human mind. Now, points to remember: petroglyphs are images created by removing part of a rock surface by incising, pecking, carving, or abrading. However, they are more than just rock arts. Petroglyphs are powerful cultural symbols that reflect the complex societies and religions of the tribes. They mostly represent prehistoric tribal clans and their religious entities. They are an imitation of the natural world, about people who came to that place and where they went. The various degrees of meaning of the petroglyphs are not completely understood by the modern society. However, the context of each image is extremely important and integral to its meaning. In this personal travel essay by Michael Chaplin, we had a glimpse of the Caribbean petroglyphs. However, before I wind up the session, I want you to have a look into the petroglyphs from across the world. Thank you.